Ladies and gentlemen, dudes and dudettes, welcome to the Comedy Fitness Podcast. I'm your host, Don Gray. I am lucky to be joined by not just a friend of the podcast, but pretty much the co-host of this podcast. So welcome to the stage, please, everybody, Mr. Nery Saenz.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Yeah, there
Glad
you
to
go.
be here. Glad to be here on this beautiful Monday morning. But they won't know about this. It's fine. But it's a
Yeah,
beautiful
yeah,
Monday morning.
see, stop that. Stop that. This is going to get released today and backlog. Today. It gets released
Oh,
today. So what? So
okay,
no.
man.
No. See, I don't like the disbelief in your voice. Nary,
I said
for everybody
okay.
listening,
I
Nary
said
Science does not
okay.
have belief in the power of the podcast being released today. But we're going to prove them wrong, just like the Raiders proved everybody right yesterday. We're going to have a football recap in a few minutes. I'm in a lot of pain myself. 40-6. That was
Was
pretty
that the
bad.
score of the Raiders game?
Yeah, that was the score of the Raiders game. I don't know why we're opening up the podcast with this. I'm in a lot of pain. In fact, okay, you know what? This is a good thing to open up. I'm breaking up with the Raiders officially today again for the ninth or 10th time in my life. But I'm officially breaking
I
up. I'm done with them because they're not treating me right.
I gotta be honest with you. It's surprising, or I forget how often I stop closely paying attention to football when my team is not playing that day. Because my
Oh,
team played on Thursday,
oh,
I
oh,
followed some of it. Like I was watching it, but like in the background. I
wow.
wasn't really like
Uh,
focused. And so
uh.
I did not know
Narcissist
that was
much?
I did not know that the Raiders lost by that much. Is my whole point of saying this.
Oh.
I wasn't aware. I wasn't trying to be a jerk and be like, is that how bad it was? I just didn't know.
You're the only one who didn't know. But actually, I got to be honest, it's kind of like a blip. Like as a cat, you're not a cat. As a football fan who kind of didn't pay attention yesterday, you're not shocked. You're like, oh, the Raiders. No, well,
Yeah. Well, I'm not
oh.
shocked because it's Geno Smith, dude. I mean, how many I gotta tell
He's
you,
leading
that guy
he's leading in
sucks.
interceptions. He's leading in
That guy
interceptions.
sucks. I don't even
Dude,
mind interceptions. I'm not
he's
I'm
good.
not a big anti-interceptions guy, to be honest with you.
You sure you are?
I like the gunslinger mentality. I was even in the 90s, like when Brett Favre, who by the way, Hall of Famer, who has the most interceptions of anybody ever. Um,
Louisiana thief showed his penis to women, but still, but no, good guy, good
I but
quarterback,
as a
real
but as a
gunslinger.
as a quarterback,
Uh,
I
uh,
like quarterbacks who just sling it. And if that means casual interceptions, that's fine. I'm okay with that. But
that's not
you
Geno
gotta
Smith.
that's not Geno Smith. That's what I'm
That's not Geno
saying.
Smith.
That's what I'm saying. The whole interception thing doesn't bother me. It's the fact that he's not a good quarterback, dude. He's
He's a
not. Like
bad
I
quarterback.
just
He's a bad
mm,
quarterback on a badly run organization. Matthew Stafford and the penis showing Brett Favre, they were different. They were like equal touchdowns, equal interceptions. That's fun to watch. Like like Baker
golf
Mayfield,
throws
I'll watch.
golf throws interceptions, and he's still a good
Down,
quarterback.
down,
He's
because
still a
he's a
good
pocket guy.
quarterback.
He's still a good quarterback, but like Geno's just. But the Raiders organization track, and he also I was never a fan of the Carroll hire. He's too old. I'm sorry, that's not ageism. He's too fucking old. You can age out of stuff. You can't motivate guys. He's 75. Alexa,
You know
how
what
old
the
is
funny
Pete
thing is?
Carroll?
He's the only guy that he's not the only guy, but I think
Wait,
he's good
repeat
for that.
that. Alexa, repeat. 74. I don't want to be a dick. He's 74. Our
Yeah.
assistant
So
Alexa.
all I'm saying is
That's too old.
I don't think that's the bad part of that team, bro. You
No,
can't win with that. You can't win with that quarterback.
no. Mark
You
Davis
can't
is
win
the
with
bad
that.
part of the team.
You can't win with that defense. You can't win with that quarterback. You just can't win.
Did you see the part when Antonio Pierce said that Tom Brady was helping him out? Like Tom Brady was like, because the controversy is Tom Brady gets to listen in on production meetings of other teams and can give that
Right.
information to the Raiders, right? And
Right.
Antonio Pierce says that oh yeah, he said he gave me some information. Do you know how much it helped? We
Antonio
cheated
Pierce.
with Tom
Antonio Pierce
Brady.
still didn't have a job. Doesn't have a job.
And I
So
know, like, so I think he's half lying, but he's admitting, he's saying that we cheated with Tom Brady, who's good at cheating. Like it's off the top of his game, but
I don't
like
know if he is good at cheating. I don't know
he's
because he gets caught
okay
all
at
the
cheating.
time.
Okay,
He gets
okay,
caught all the time. That's not really
okay,
being good at cheating.
okay. But he used it to work. Like Tom Brady cheated and like got more Super Bowls. We cheated,
Yeah,
still
but he
lost.
cheated, but he still got caught. Like, is that still being
Okay,
good at cheating?
I'm okay getting caught. How about dude? I'm okay with cheating. Just fucking win. It's
I'm okay with cheating, just don't get
cheating and
caught. If
losing.
you once you get caught, that's
Cheating and
not being
losing.
good at cheating.
Okay, cheating and losing. That's the
Well, it's kind
level
of like
of
the same thing that's
cheating and
happening with
losing.
it's kind of like the same thing that's happening with
You
the
can't
LA
cheat.
Clippers. Have you seen the thing that's happening with the Clippers?
No, what? No, what's going on with the Clippers right now?
So so the
I haven't followed since
Clippers,
Sterling. I dropped out with
they
Sterling.
have followed, they have uncovered, Pablo Torre has uncovered a
Oh, Kawhi
scheme.
Leonard.
Yeah,
Kawhi
Kawhi
Leonard.
Leonard
Yeah, I heard about
on
all that.
this,
Yeah,
the way they're able to pay him $25 million more than they were allowed to, because they went around the salary cap, and they still suck, and he still doesn't play. Like, it's so
yeah.
funny. So that's the story
They
that
suck. They do suck. Yeah,
everybody's
yeah.
forgetting. Like, they're like, oh, how can the Clippers do this? I can't believe this. And I'm like, yeah, but they still did that, and they
Suck.
still suck.
And I think that's sad when a team like you cheat and you're still sad. You're still bad. That's how poorly run the Raiders are. But we can't talk about the Raiders. We can't do this to people. We can't. We got to talk about important things like the Riyadh
Wait, wait,
Comedy Festival. Oh,
wait,
what's
hold
up?
on, hold on. I want to
Oh,
know.
oh,
You're saying you're breaking up with the Raiders, so this is a
yes.
big
Break it
deal,
up. Break it
because
up. Break it up.
normally people who have a team, they live and die with that team for the rest of their lives,
I mean,
right?
I'm gonna
For
come.
the
We'll
most
come
part.
back. I'll come back.
I'm so that's what I'm saying. Like, are you that girl who just keeps getting beat on and then goes, I need a break, but I'll be back later? So you're openly admitting, I'll be back to that team. Why you
Uh,
could just pick a different team, bro?
I don't like your analogy. I consider myself a dude who's dating a girl who's really slutty. The Raiders, really slutty. Moves different cities
She's
throughout
not
my life.
slutty.
She's
She hurts
slutty.
you.
She every no,
She hurts
every all
you.
the time. She's moved to three
That's
different cities. She moved to three different cities. Okay, she signs people all the time. You know how many quarterbacks she's been with? Do you know how many quarterbacks this chicken? It's crazy. All right.
not as much as the Browns.
But no, okay, all right. Okay, that's a good equation. We're the new Browns. The
I
Raiders
don't
are the
think
new
you are.
Browns. The
I don't
Raiders are
think you
brownish.
are.
We just haven't hired a quarterback that's done that many felonies. 23 penises is a lot of penises. Still on the roster, by the way. Still paying him. Still on the roster. Deshaun Jackson
Technically,
is still technically on the roster.
he's
And
never
it
gonna
should,
play again.
Shador
Deshaun Jackson's
Sanders
not.
is only ahead of the guy whose leg it doesn't work and who has a problem keeping his penis in his pants. That's for Shador Sanders, the third rated quarterback.
But
But yeah,
why
who's
don't you
my
just
but
pick
my
a new
backup team?
team? Why don't
What?
you just pick
No,
a new team?
no, because I've been playing this straight. I've been cheating on the Raiders for years. Okay, they can't have
But
all of my heart. I've been cheating.
why don't you
I'm
just
Kansas
leave the
City.
Raider? I don't understand. Why
No,
don't you just
not
leave the
leaving. I
Raiders?
can't because I got
Why?
pencils. Because I got pencils. Because listen, I'm gonna come back one day when she's acting right. But right now, she's
You're
not
so
okay.
that
That's what
just
it's
doesn't make
about.
any sense to me. That
No,
doesn't
it
make any sense
doesn't.
to me.
It makes no sense. No, it makes no sense. What you want? Fanatic fan. I'm breaking up with her because out of pain. I'm breaking up with a team because I'm in emotional pain. None of that makes sense. I'm in emotional pain over this team hurting me
But
because they got beat 40 to 3, 40 to 6, and I'm more upset than they are. And you like messing with me over it. You like that it hurts you.
I don't understand the fact that why would you not just pick another team? It's been a lifetime. This
You
isn't like
do
one bad
understand.
season.
You do
This isn't
understand.
one bad. This isn't
You
one.
picked another team.
Well, here's the thing. My team doesn't treat me the way your team treats you.
Okay, but if it did, would you pick another
My
team? Come on,
team,
man.
yeah.
You
Like,
can't do it. I got a side piece
again,
team. I got a side piece team.
like,
Kansas City, the Falcons,
if I was
Detroit.
if I'm 44 years old and I was a lifelong Browns fan or a lifelong Raiders fan or a lifelong, I'm trying to think of somebody else that's as bad as those two teams.
That's pretty much
Um,
as bad. Oh,
Cardinals, the
oh,
Cardinals,
Panthers, Jaguars.
Panthers. So if I was a lifelong fan of those teams, I would have left. After 10 years, you gave them good solid 10 years,
I
dude.
think. I
You
mean,
just
I think. I hear you what you're saying. I think it matters on the franchise, right? Like, okay, like the Raiders is the kind of
yes.
thing that gets like, okay, I get you with like the Panthers and the Panthers and like the Jaguars. Like they've been asked the whole time the franchise has been like around. So I
Not
get like,
really. One of them has been to the
uh,
Super Bowl.
they didn't. Oh, well, they didn't win it though.
No, it doesn't
Cam,
matter. But they went to, so
Cam.
again.
I
It's not
mean,
about. It's not
Cam
about.
gave him a
It's not.
pop, but they
It's
Cam gave him a pop, but still.
Cam gave him a pop, and not
But
only
the
that,
Raiders, but the Raiders, but the Raiders.
They went to the Super Bowl with Jake Delhomme, dude,
I know, but
and they
but
went
I'm
again, and
saying
they went again with Cam. They went
that's good
twice.
history, but they lost. But so the thing
Again,
is though,
it's not about.
the
I
thing
am not. I am not saying leave your team because they don't win a Super Bowl. I am saying if they treat you bad in the sense of the GM hires the owners have bad ownership, bad GM. They keep picking bad. They keep letting people go.
keep.
They let go of Mayfield. Baker Mayfield was on their squad, and they let him go. And look what he's doing now. It's a
Oh
testament to
yeah,
how
no,
bad that
no.
franchise is.
Yeah, the Browns are bad. Raiders are. See, okay, and that goes to my point. They're badly run organizations. You're right. Why do I leave them? I'll be back, but I am leaving. Right now, I'm gonna put most of my hope in. Like, I really like how Tampa Bay's looking. My dad's a Tampa Bay fan. Maybe I'll just glob on to him. He liked Tampa Bay back when they just had the effeminate pirate on the
The
helmet, which they
Buccaneer,
did this
I
weekend.
love that. That's my
I,
favorite
I don't
logo,
mind
man.
it. I
I
don't
love
mind
that.
that guy with
I
the
love
knife
that
in it.
logo.
Or now
Oh,
right? That's not bad. I don't mind that. I don't
I
mind that.
would
I think it
take
should be
that
back.
guy in a fight. I would take that guy in a fight over the Raiders
Ah,
guy.
the Raiders guy is already missing an eye. He's already committed. Come on, to violence.
He's
Stop it.
missing an eye. Wait,
Stop it.
but he's
Stop
not
it.
only this,
Stop
he's
it.
missing an
But
eye,
no,
but then he
no, no,
closes the good eye.
no, no.
He
Okay,
has an eye
no, no.
patch in one and then closes the other eye.
First
He's
of
so
all,
stupid.
First of all,
He's
the
so
legend is
stupid.
no. The first of all, the legend is that the eye patch is to make it a fair fight to other people. That's the legend. The
Okay,
eye
but
works
then you
fine.
close your eye, but
It's
then you close
just
the other
it's
eye.
just to
But
help
then you
out the other
close,
people.
but then you close the other eye. How stupid is that?
Well, we kind of do that as a franchise. We kind of
There
do
you
that.
go. That's what
We
I'm
kind of
saying.
go we go
That's
into
why
like
I
that.
will take the Tampa Bay Buccaneer
Mm.
over that. Yeah.
I'm only kind of down because Raider would still beat them, but the Tampa Bay Buccaneer pirate is more of a Captain Jack Sparrow spy. I like that vibe. It's got like the
Yeah,
captain like
he's
the
it's
Tampa Bay
literally a
pirate.
Buccaneer. It's literally a
Yeah,
Buccaneer.
which is still a pirate, but the Tampa Bay pirate gets laid, whereas the Raiders pirate at minimum it's assault. It's not like anything.
Oh
It's
no,
nothing.
it's way more than assault. It's way
It's
more than
nothing,
assault.
it's nothing
It's
great. I met a Raiders fan the other day at a dispensary, and we just commiserated for like 5 minutes. It was so depressing. And he's like, "You need this strain because you're a Raiders fan." I'm like, "Yes, I
yeah.
do." But hey, Comedy Fitness podcast. We switch it up a little bit. We got to talk about the Riyadh Comedy Festival because what's going on with that? We had comedy people that we know, some big names, some mid names that went over to Saudi Arabia. They have paid a lot of money. From what I hear, the range was 375 to 1.8 million. I think 1.8 is low. I think Kevin Hart.
Wait,
What
and you said three when you say 375, I just want to make sure that the audience knows it's 375,000. Not
$275,000.
$375, which is what
No one thinks
Don
it's
and I would make.
$375.
Don and I would make $375 on a gig. That's what we would make.
That's not funny. Okay, we make six
But
hundred
it's
and
accurate.
fifty-five.
But it's accurate.
It's so accurate. I did a gig not too long ago for that much, but it was in between other gigs. But anyways,
Yeah.
but I'm saying like 375, because that's what Tim Dillon admits. And so the question is, how much to sell your soul, Nery Saenz? How much would you? Because there's
Oh,
a number. There's a number where you would go over to Riyadh Comedy Festival. What's the number?
yeah, 5,000. I'll be there.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
I'm being
Come on.
honest.
No,
5,000.
come on. Come on.
Yes, I'm being honest.
Five? Because then the
5,000.
backlash. Because you got to pay for the backlash. You got to pay
What
for the
black? What
backlash.
back? I'm not famous. There's no backlash. Nobody
There
knows
should be
about me.
okay. So the festival's I think over now, and there's been a little bit of blowback, but like no one's gonna take any heat from it. Like I don't think anybody's gonna stop going to see Chappelle or stop going to see Kevin. We didn't. No one was surprised Kevin Hart did it because Kevin Hart, come on, he'll do it.
Yeah.
He'll
Yeah.
show up everywhere. He's doing bar
So
mitzvahs if you got the money.
I
If you can
don't,
pay
yeah,
him, if you can pay him. He's not doing it for cheap.
I,
He's gonna do.
I'm
You
telling
pay him.
you, I would do it for 5,000.
Okay. See. Okay. I'm a little higher.
No, you're
Mine was
not. No, you're
but
not.
100.
No,
Yeah,
you're
I am
not. I don't believe
150,000.
you. I don't,
No,
I don't believe
150,
you. Don't get me
150,000.
wrong. Again, listen to me. This so to
150.
explain. Let's explain to the audience that when comedians get booked, we are not privy to the information of how much the other comedians or acts in that festival in that show are getting paid.
Not always, which is
Okay.
what they use against us to keep us
Right,
broke. We
which is
should
what they
share
use
the
against us.
numbers.
So when a booker calls you and goes, "Hey, I have this booking in so and so place," and then they explain to you what gets paid, how much is expected, how much time of you is expected on stage. You're supposed to do a 40-minute show, 45-minute show, blah 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 blah. They'll explain to you air and hotel is covered, and then they'll tell you how much do you charge
Keep
for
going. I'm
that.
listening.
And
Okay.
and then say, how much do you charge for that? And I would say, yeah, I'll do it for $5,000.
Okay, you
because
explain to the audience.
I don't know that everybody else is getting paid $375,000 because that information isn't privy to us during the time of the booking. That
Copy
information
that.
is only now that information is now out, and it's again suspected information. It's suspected figures because nobody confirmed it. They just
Okay,
have these are
so
suspected. So I say all of that to say, when I say $5,000,
say.
that's a huge paycheck for us. For me and you, that is
Oh,
a
okay.
huge
That was all
paycheck
I had
for
to say.
us.
This. That was all I had to say. Okay, but still, okay. You're right. That's not about my money, but
So
when we're talking about amount of money to like legitimately like not
I am
compromise your morals and
legitimately
values, to
I am getting on
compromise
a
your
plane for
morals and
5,000.
values,
I am getting on a plane for $5,000.
to Saudi Arabia and
I
compromise
have
your
three
morals and values.
kids. I have three young children and a wife that loves to shop at Target. I am getting on a
Yes,
plane. I am getting
Amazon.
on a
Actually, I
plane.
thought it's more Amazon.
It is
We're banned.
it
You
is a
can't tell people you shop at Target. We're still
we
banning it.
don't that was just a joke that I had. That
Uh,
was just a joke that I had like
uh,
20 years
uh,
ago.
can't do
Um
Target.
but no, we actually don't do Target. We don't do Target, we don't do Walmart.
No,
So
guy. Oh, I saw.
uh
Okay, I was in Maine the other day. Quick segue because this goes into Riyadh. First of all, I would do it for 150 because to me
you would do it
that's
for 5,000 and I
no,
don't
I
believe you wouldn't.
wouldn't. No,
I
because I
believe you
need.
would.
I got to have the money in order to like. First of all, because Jessica Kirson said she's going to donate some of the money to charity, which I don't know. I guess I'm sure I believe her, but like I would not donate so much money to charity, but I would invest in like some programs. I guess donate some money to charity because like I
Stop.
saw.
You
No,
the
I
only
would.
way you're charging
I would.
Don, though I know how much
But
you
only
get
like ten
paid.
thousand dollars. I need like 140 of that
You
$1,000. I need that money. I need that money.
you and I get
I
paid the
need the
same
money.
amount of money. You and I
Yeah,
get paid the same amount of money.
I need $150,000.
You would not turn down $5,000. You
I
wouldn't
would
turn it
not
down.
go to Saudi Arabia for five thousand
I
dollars. I'm not. I
I
wouldn't.
doubt you. I
I don't think
doubt
you
it.
would either. I think you would want my money too. You're the
I
same.
absolutely would. I'll be on a plane.
I want 150 because that is compromising my
So,
morals and values on a high level.
I want three hundred seventy
On a
five thousand.
high
I
level.
want 500,000. That'd
That
be
was the
great. But if
bottom.
they
I think
offer me but if
well,
they said, Nary, you don't have any TV credits, and we got your name because of a rich celebrity friend of yours gave us your name. Here's five
yeah.
thousand. I'm like, okay,
You
thank
have
you.
TV credits. You're on a show with Rob Lowe. Okay. Your
Okay,
TV credits aren't quite as glamorous as mine. Sabrina the Teenage Witch and Spy TV. My God. These
and
were hit shows
Oprah.
in the early 2000s. And Oprah. These are things that have been off TV for quite some
Weren't
decades.
you
But
you were
still,
brought up on stage the other day to Oprah?
accidentally, yeah, because it's still in the bio. And unless I get them, like sometimes you
It's
get
not
that person who
accidentally.
just
It's
reads
not
the bio.
accidentally. It's not accidentally. I did that on
I
purpose.
I
I
am not
brought you up to
humble
Oprah on
bragging.
purpose. I
I'm
brought
not
you up to
humble.
Oprah on purpose. There was
Oh,
no
you may have
accident.
said it. I think some of the kids that bring me up don't know who Oprah is. They don't know who Oprah is. Oprah's like a fantasy creature. Like Oprah gave birth to Dr. Oz and Dr. Phil to them. They don't even know. Is that Dr. Phil's mom? But so the
Yeah.
Riyadh Comedy Festival, we're not going. How do we feel about them though? Do we? I was disappointed in Bill Burr. Everybody else, I'm like,
I don't
eh.
I am not disappointed in anybody who would literally say I need the money.
Yeah, everybody needs money, right?
Okay.
Like, don't we
That's
all
fine.
kind of work for Wayland Yutani at the end of the day?
I don't know who that is, but yeah, sure.
That's the corporation in Aliens that owns everything. People go to work for
Um
like 65 years and quietly
for
sleep.
a split second I thought you were talking about the corporation in Westworld.
Oh, I forgot what the name of that one is. I like
Yeah.
Westworld, and they fell off a cliff. Everything falls off a cliff. They can't sustain the writing. So, hey, Comedy Fitness Podcast, pop culture. Oh, no. Oh, sorry. Comedy Fitness Podcast, fitness moment, because we are Comedy Fitness. Peanut butter, my jelly. Jelly, my peanut butter. Fitness is our peanut butter because it can't be the jelly. Dude, your weight loss has been pretty good. We documented on the last mini podcast because basically you said the secret is what's
Don't
the secret?
eat. Don't eat. It's
And there we
calories in,
go. There we
it's
go. Let's
calories
go.
in, calories out. Like
There we
it's
go.
not like even I'm not saying this because I've lost weight. I'm saying because even
You
at my
lost weight?
heaviest, I was able to tell you, even when I was weighing 368 pounds, I was able to tell you, I understand the logistics of it is calories in, calories out. That's the bare
Yeah.
minimum. It's the equivalent of saying, how do you win a basketball game? You score more points than the other person.
But we
Now,
all know.
how do you accomplish that goal? Is that's something that's very individualized. That's something that's very difficult. That's something that's not the same for everybody. I get that, but calories in, calories out. I found what works for me is intermittent fasting and along with a very low carb and no sugar diet.
No, start about
That's
the
what works
intermittent
for me.
fasting. You've been doing more than 60 and 8. What you been doing?
I've been 20 to 4 split is my average. While I'm on the ships, when I'm at home, it's more like a 17 to 7, 17,
You don't get
17.
hangry because you're a grumpy guy. You're a grumpy.
No, no,
No,
I'm not
you
grumpy at
look
all.
you
Only when
look
I talk
grumpy.
to you.
You're grumpy. You're grumpy.
Only when I
Ouch!
talk to you.
Ouch! Ouch!
Only when I talk to
That's
you.
targeted
Because
grumpiness.
what's when I have to explain technology to old people, then I get grumpy. But after that,
You know,
aside from that, I'm not a grumpy person.
you're just mean, and I've been married several times, so I know what mean is. I know what mean is. You're being
Yeah,
mean,
I
bro. You're
know.
being mean. You
I
know
know.
why be mean? Why be mean? We should be nice to
So
people.
I no, I don't get grumpy. I think
No, I get it.
the hardest part for me during the fasting is
Mm,
the first after like hour 4, 5, and 6. Hours 4, 5, and 6, you're hungry because that's when you naturally eat, is like every 5 hours,
mhm.
every 4 or 5 hours. So if once you get over the hump of 4 hours, 4, 5, and 6, and you go into like 7, 8 hours, you're fine. My body's like totally fine. And
What
then you
would
go to
you
sleep after that.
what would you
But
advise people eat for their last meal before they start their fast?
it depends on how active I am. Like I go to the
You,
gym. Like
you.
so what I do is I go to the gym 5 days a week. I work out 5 days a week, and I work out after I eat. So if I'm going to work out that day, like there are days where obviously 5 days a week, that means there's 2 days that I'm not working out. Those 2 days that I'm not working out, I eat very little, if any, carbs at all.
What's your actual last meal before you
My
eat? Help
actual
people out.
last meal, I will eat. So I like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, I will eat a burger. If I work out that day, I have a bun with that burger. If not, I eat the burger without the bun. And then at 2:45 to 3 o'clock, I drink a protein shake that's 45 grams of protein. And I'll drink a protein shake at 2:45, 3 o'clock. That would be my last meal of the day.
How do you feel
Yes,
about fruits and vegetables?
I mean I know they exist.
Yeah, you're gonna get fucking scurvy. I mean, my God, we've been
No,
talking about this for years.
I
Just gonna,
yeah, I take
oh my
vitamins.
God,
I
my
take
God.
vitamins. I'm
You take
fine.
vitamins, take
I every
gummies.
time
Are
I
they
go to
gummies?
every time I go to the doctor, they I do take what's the name? The
You're deficient in something. You
gummy
had to be deficient in something.
creatine gummies. I take those. Every time I go to the doctor and do me a blood test, I am not deficient in anything, my friend. Nothing.
But vitamin D, you're definitely
All of
low
it.
on iron. You're definitely low
All
on
of it.
iron.
Nope.
You look,
I'm not
you look,
anemic. I'm not
you look.
anemic.
You're not anemic. It doesn't mean you're anemic. I didn't say you were
No, no, I was anemic
you're
when I was
not
a
a
child.
British royal, but still,
When I was a child, I was anemic.
you're
When
still
I
a
was like
child, but you're
when
not
I was
anemic.
12, when I was like 12, 13 years old, I was anemic for like a year or two.
Oh,
Yeah. And
which is
then but ever since that, never been anemic ever since, ever again.
no. All right, so total weight loss up to this date is what's that? What's the number?
I don't know what the number is. What's
Oh,
36, do the math. 368 minus
I gotta do
195.
this. My job. My job.
I'm not, I don't care. I don't care about I don't keep track of that anymore.
What this I
I
don't
don't keep
care
track
stuff.
of
You
that.
don't care? What was the last
I
time
don't
you
care.
paid attention? How much weight did
I
you
weigh
lose?
myself every single day. I don't do the math of how much weight I've lost. Is
How
the
much did you
difference.
weigh today?
196
How
today.
much did you weigh at your heaviest?
368. I literally started this conversation with saying,
368
I said
minus
through the math,
198.
368. Yeah, no, 196.
So, so ask Alexa to do the math.
I don't have an Alexa.
Alexa, 368 minus 196. 172 pounds. My Alexa
100
has a
and
black accent. He sounds just like
I
me.
know,
Like
I
it's a
saw
light,
that. I was like,
it's
oh,
a light.
thank you,
It's a
brother.
light.
Thank you,
Yeah,
brother.
right. It's like a light, like he's a little more hood than I am, but like I like it. I like it. I like
My
it.
Siri is a black dude as well. My Siri is a black
Is he
dude.
hood? Is he hood or is he talking like me?
No, no, he's just like he's the guy that he's a black guy at the firm,
No, okay, yeah, like me.
but
One
he's
one
the
of the
black
good
guy.
ones. Yeah, one of the
No,
good ones.
no, 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 no.
What?
You're not an accountant.
Now
You're
I'm
not
an
an
accountant
accountant.
style. Like, dude, listen. I still go to protests and I still get arrested by the cops and stuff. But
But
you know,
again, that's not the
I'm
accountant that does that. That's
Caucasian
not the account.
friendly.
The
Huh.
accountant, again, you are, but you're not the
Huh.
accountant. There's different levels. Accountant is the nerdier voice.
Oh, yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
You see? That's what I'm
My
saying.
actual voice is a little nerdy, but I try to testosterone it up. My
You try
actual
to
voice
butcher
is
it up.
kind of
You try
nerdy.
to butcher it up.
I try to put my because I think my actual voice is a little
What's your
eh,
actual voice?
a little Petra Mahomesy. I think I'm a little nasally personally. Like if I
Is
let it
this your
go.
actual voice?
No, but I don't do it a lot. Like my actual actual. I mean, I've been doing this since I was a kid. I use different accents all the time, though. It's kind of confusing to people sometimes. But like,
I do it with Spanish. If I'm hanging around a Cuban person, my Spanish would kind of mold itself into a Cuban Spanish, and I don't do it on purpose. It's not in. It's just instinctual.
you
Where
live in
I'm trying,
Miami,
I
so
try. Yeah, but again,
so it makes sense.
if I'm speaking with my family, I'm speaking more with a Nicaraguan accent. When I'm speaking to my Mexican friends, I'm speaking more of a Mexican twang.
My Spanish is Mexican. Yeah, my bad Spanish is Mexican. But
If you
what's a
want to call
Cuban?
that Spanish, sure,
Hey,
sure.
dude, I'm trying, man. Come on, come on, man. Really,
I'm
My
saying
Spanish
I wouldn't.
is
I
bad, but come on, man. Really, come on. At
yeah.
least I'm out here trying. Like, how many people they don't give a fuck? I'm trying.
I
My Spanish is
get.
that bad. My Spanish is that bad though. Like that bad?
It's pretty
Huh?
bad. It's
Oh,
pretty bad.
well, okay. Well, fuck you very much. Thank
I
you for the
don't. Why
love.
you get mad at me if you ask me a
Oh,
question and I
because
answer it? Why
I
would you
take
get
that
mad at me? I
personal.
don't
Like, come on,
understand.
because you could say like, hey, man, but you trying.
I
I
you
really
are
do.
trying. You are. But those are
I
facts.
encourage you
You
to
are
learn
trying.
more
I
Spanish
do
and.
encourage you to learn more. You just are not good at it right
Hola,
now.
¿cómo está? Bien. My accent's okay.
Your accent's
Hola,
fine. I didn't say anything about your accent. I didn't say anything about your accent.
me llamo
All I
Donel.
did was
Me llamo
answer your
Don.
question. You
Uh,
asked me a question. Is it that bad? And I
¿Cómo se
said
llama?
yes.
Yeah, that's
You
okay.
asked me that question.
I guess I should practice more. You're gonna make me practice. I'm feel self-conscious about my Spanish, but
I
okay.
so
Comedy.
one of the women, one of my friends that I met, one of the women that I met on the floor, on the show, the floor. Her name is Lisa. She's a white lady from California, and I love her
Oh,
to death.
race.
She's an amazing human being.
Mm.
Her Spanish is phenomenal, and I was like, damn, Lisa, your
Ah,
Spanish is good. I'm like, how are you speaking Spanish that well? Like, I thought she was like married to a Hispanic person, and she's like, well, when you grew up in California, like Spanish is a mandatory class, and I was like, huh,
I did too.
because that's why I was like, huh,
My Spanish is like, come
because her
on.
Spanish is phenomenal, and I'm like, how is? Oh, Don must have skipped a lot of classes. He must have
Mm.
not gone to school very often.
I hung out with mostly bilingual people. There's a lot of English. But anyways, Comedy Fitness podcast. We got to do the pop culture minute. There's a lot going on right now. I guess the Riyadh Comedy Festival is kind of in pop culture. But right now, okay, first of all, pop culture minute. P. Diddy just got sentenced, what,
4
55 months?
years.
Yeah, but he already 1 year time served, kind of, right? And he only got
Uh,
convicted for trafficking. So, which my thing about P. Diddy is like, okay, first of all, you're allowed to be a freak. All right. Like he should be in jail for what he did to Cassie. Like that is
he
awful.
should.
Right. But he
I think
but
that's what he got. I think that's like when when
they
you're playing a
settled.
game, I know, but when you're playing a game and like the referees don't call the foul, they don't call the penalty, and then on the very next play they'll call a harsher penalty on the other team just to make it up to you.
You think that's what
I
happened?
think that's what happened. It's kind of like when Denzel won the Oscar, right? Like they did, or I'm not,
For
for Leonardo DiCaprio. Let me rephrase that. For Leonardo DiCaprio, like he won the Oscar, like he should have won it for Wolf of Wall Street, or he should have won it for
what's eating
Gilbert.
Gilbert Grape?
What's Gilbert Grape? He should have won it so many other times, but then they gave it to him for the Depart. No, not the Departed. What's it?
Yeah, see,
The Wolf, the bear movie. That's what they gave it to him for, right?
reverence or reverence,
Reverend. Was it that one
reverence,
that they
or
gave it to him
reverence.
for?
I thought he's won a couple.
So my whole point is, I think that's what
Alexa,
they're
how
doing with
many
Diddy.
Academy Awards has Leonardo DiCaprio won? Our assistant. We have an assistant. He's won one Oscar out of seven
I
nominations. He
know,
fucking seven, man. He's
I
seven.
know it
So he
is.
kept getting nominated for all those shit. He
So
is
that's,
good. He is good. But no, but like, okay, back to the
but I think
subject.
that's what they're doing to
You and your
Diddy.
tangent.
I think that's what they're doing to Diddy. I think they're giving him all this time
Because the way he did to
because of what he
Cassie,
did to Cassie. Yeah, man. I think that
uh,
they're just like lay into him and they're like,
he's gonna be in
we're
jail
gonna
in a
set an
few years.
example.
He's gonna be out of jail in a
Yeah,
few years. Like it's not
dude,
that.
this guy, what's his name? That social that spiritual advisor to Trump got 6 months for admittedly having
Uh,
sex with a 12-year-old. That's
yeah,
crazy.
but that's
He admitted it.
conservatives. Yeah,
He
I know.
admitted it.
They do that shit all the time. Again,
That's crazy.
they say that
6 months. 6 months, bro.
I live in the South, dude. They say that trans porn goes up every time there's like a Republican convention. Grinder goes out of
Yes.
control and stuff.
Grindr
These
goes
are
out of
people,
control.
but political moment. Great. All right, confidence podcast, political moment. The world is falling apart. Trump is going complete fascist on us. I think we're trying to rally the troops. I was at a protest the other day. I accidentally saw a protest in Maine. I was in Portland, Maine, and I accidentally saw a No Kings protest. It was some of the nicest white people I've ever seen protesting. Now they're all about boomer age, so it did tell me that like, oh, we might be screwed because they're going to die off. But I saw a lot of people. I saw about 100 really, really well-natured, good white people trying to fight the fight, and then
I
one
was I
transgender
was talk
person holding a Palestinian sign. A little off-putting.
I was talking to Louis Remy, comedian Louis Remy, because I was like, oh yeah, because he was talking about how nice the leaves are changing down in the Northeast. And I
Yeah.
said, oh, Don Gray was just in Maine and he was just talking about how beautiful it looked. And he goes, he lived in Maine for a few years. Uh,
Oh, I didn't see that.
Lewis lived in Maine, and he said it is some of the most beautiful places you've ever seen, some of the nicest people you ever see. He goes, and it is
Yeah.
boring as dog shit. He's just like, it is so boring.
I can see that too.
And he
A
says, you
lot
know
of
how
body
boring it is?
snitches.
He said, do you know how he said, you know what the name of the mall is in that place?
Mm-mm.
The name of the mall is called the Main Mall. That's the name of the mall because they have a mall. It's
And it's
the
in
main
Maine,
one.
and it's the main one in Maine. It's my main man's main mall. That's fun.
Yeah.
Meet my main man at the main mall. That's fun. That could happen.
So that yeah,
Mm.
you were
Okay,
there?
now another fun fact. I was there 2 days ago. They have one dispensary was called Meowie Jane. Meowie Jane. You know why it was called Meowie Jane? Because
No idea.
they also rescue cats. So you can go in there, buy some weed, and then get a rescue cat. Yeah.
Which is the time that you would want to rescue a cat is when you're high as balls.
I'm horribly allergic to cats, so
I'm
I wasn't
allergic
there
as
for that
well.
exactly.
I'm allergic as well, but I'm just saying if there's a time to adopt a cat is when you're high as hell.
That was a bad business model to me. I'm like, I gotta leave.
I think
I
that's a
can't.
great business
I
model.
go.
You're high and you're like, oh man, cats are awesome. I want to
Yeah,
adopt them.
I
You're
want a
high.
cuddle. I want a cuddle. Right?
Yes.
I mean, right? I want a cuddle, but it's
That's a
got to be
great business
allergic.
model.
But so many people are
There
allergic to
was
cats. It's a lot of
there
people.
was
It's a
a
lot of us.
there was in Miami 1,000 years ago. I don't know if it's still there now, but in a strip mall next to one another, there was a Dunkin' Donuts next to a Jenny Craig. And I thought that was the greatest business model of all time.
That makes a lot of sense.
That's the best. I was
That
like,
makes a
again,
lot of
this was
sense.
1,000 years ago. I don't know if either one of those places is still open anymore. I'm assuming Jenny Craig isn't open anymore. Why would there still be a physical Jenny Craig place when there's apps? I don't know.
Jenny Craig went on
But
Ozempic.
so
That's what happened.
that's what you got to do. If they were smart, that Jenny Craig would have closed down and it would have opened a dispensary, and that's what you do. That's what you do. It's
Dispensary and
synergy,
donuts
man.
would make sense. Yeah, synergy.
Synergy.
Oh, look who found out a new word. Alexa, he knows a new word. Don't answer that, Alexa. But hey, Common Fitness Podcast, we got to wrap this up. We got to do the big plug. What do you got going on, Nery Saenz? What do you want to plug? What's going on in your life?
Well, the same thing I always got, which is my YouTube. Go to my YouTube. Do me a favor. My website is nerysaenz.com or whatwashisname.com. That is the website, whatwashisname.com. Follow me on all my socials, my TikTok, my Instagram, my YouTube. I'm really close to being able to start monetizing my YouTube, which is a big
Hey,
deal for comedians. That's a
yeah, it
big
is.
deal. So
Yeah, it
help
is.
me
Yeah, it is.
stop me from
Um,
going to Saudi Arabia and
yeah.
go to my YouTube and then watch my YouTube videos.
So,
And then on my YouTube, I have my first comedy special. It's called Live in Miami, and it's available. Actually, it's called because Live in Miami is the audio album, and the video is called Origin Story. So Origin Story is available on my YouTube for free. Just subscribe. Do me the favor, please.
there you go. Nery Saenz. Go check him out on Orange Story. And please check out and keep watching, listening to, and watching to the Common Fitness Podcast. There are more podcasts to come. We are currently building a podcast studio
No
one room
matter
over.
what year, no matter
One
what
room over.
year you
What, no
finally
matter
hear
what
this
year.
episode, no matter what year you finally hear this episode,
It could be these.
Don,
You
you
got
want to tell people? You want to tell people how many reels, how many videos you have locked and loaded for social media?
63. Well, 62. 62. I've released them. Come on.
62. He
Yeah.
has, this is what he has. He has 62 videos already made. Why he's holding on to them? Who knows?
Because
It's
some
Don.
of them, no, you
It's,
got to release
you
them
know,
in or you got to release. There's a plan. There's
and
method
this
to the
is and this
madness.
is
We're
the
releasing
guy
one
that
today.
has
We're releasing this today. We're
and
releasing this
this is the guy
today.
that has the balls to say that
Huge balls.
a dispensary has a bad business model. and he is holding on to 62 reels that he hasn't released. Just hold on, just to hold
Don't
on
make
to
fun
them.
of my business model. Comedy
That's
Fitness
so
Podcast.
hilarious.
Comedy Fitness Podcast for all your comedy fitness needs. And remember, laugh your ass off. Thank you so much, Nery Saenz. Please go see
Love you,
him
bro.
at what was his name.com. Holler, man. Love you too, bro. And did I end recording? Did I hit